Yeah, this hand's pretty good. Turn 2 voice into turn 3 Sin Collector. Pretty good. Assuming he doesn't have like a syncopate. And even if he does want to counter our Sin Collector, our Voice of Resurgence is going to start getting out of hand pretty fast. My guess is he's going to just hold up Azorius Charm mana or something. One of the reasons I love this deck so much is that it just has such a transformative nature. Like, you can bring in more control cards like Sin Collector and Obsidat and not dilute the overall strategy of the deck. Alright, so he's going to tap out on his turn, which is very good news for me. We're just going to pay 2. At this point, the only way we lose this game is if we don't draw our lands. Let's see what he's got to work with. Thanks for pointing, he says. Alright, so he's got no more lands to play, which is good news. So I don't think I have to take this Verdict. I think I just take the Aid, so he can't go off. Like, we've got guys that can regenerate, so he expected me to take the Verdict, apparently. Anyway, we're going to get in for 2. Next turn I'm going to play my Troll and leave up mana, so in case he does rip 2 lands to play a Verdict. Yep, there's a land. So he has Dissipate mana up. No, he's just going to... Oh, he's going to T-Sphere. Yeah, that's a pretty good answer to Voice, actually. I mean, my plan doesn't change. I'm still going to go Lotleth. Hopefully just draw some lands now. Whoops, exiled, not destroyed. Alright, there's land, good news. So I guess we could go like Cartel Aristocrat into Selesnya Charm. Or I could just play Aristocrat, Lotleth Troll, and cross my fingers that he doesn't draw another land. But that seems way too risky. I think I'm just going to play tapped land, Troll, attack for 2. Next turn, hopefully play Obsidat, although we would need to draw Cavern because he does have a Dissipate mana now. But I mean, if all he's going to do is hold up Dissipate, then we're just going to get him with our 2/1s. Alright, so his hand right now is basically this minus the Obsidat's Aid and the Tension Sphere. So there's 2 Grizzlebrand, an Obsidat, a Dissipate, a Verdict, and 1 card that he just drew. Which is actually a pretty scary hand. Although he doesn't have any black mana for Obsidat, which means it's going to be pretty difficult even if he hits 2 land drops to actually play it. Alright, well there's 1. And he chose not to Verdict, which is good. But he's still holding up Dissipate mana. Alright, there's a Deathrite Shaman. I guess I could try to bait out a counterspell with the Deathrite, so I could hopefully go Obsidat next turn. Or it could just entice him to wipe the board of my other problemsome guys that can't deal with. I think I'll just do that way. You could also just like completely overextend and play Aristocrat, but I know for sure that he has the Wrath mana now, so that would just be foolish. Rather just put on just the right amount of pressure. What's this? He does not have a Think Twice in his graveyard, right? No, he doesn't. Nothing he can do. Oh, he was thinking about dissipating that, maybe. He chose not to. Alright, well now he has Obsidat mana. He's gonna Verdict. Regen. Get rid of these guys. Right, there's a Voice of Resurgence. Here I'm actually going to play the Cartel Aristocrat, because this way I can Selesnya Charm his Obsidian on his turn, and still have reasonably curve out. And as soon as we draw our next land drop, we can drop our own Obsidian, and hopefully it goes unopposed. Alright, well he pretty much just drew 4 lands in a row, which is exactly what he needed. What's this? He's going to go Obsidian. Yep. As soon as he goes to end phase, we're going to charm his guy. Alright, so now we know that the Selesnya charms on the board are not for nothing. Cool, we got our Obsidian mana. So we're going to go ahead and drop that bad boy. Yeah, he doesn't have anything in hand that we don't know about, so we're in the clear as long as he doesn't draw a Verdict. Even if he does, Obsidian's coming back. Oh, he conceded, okay. Yep, sideboard plan stays the same, I think. I mean, he does... I think actually we forgot to bring in the Vraska, so I'm going to bring that in, take out the other Skursdag, I guess. Is there anything else we need to take out? I'll take out a Tragic Slip instead, actually. That seems better. Just get as many bodies on the board as we can. Yeah. Orzhov Charm doesn't deal with enchantments. Yeah, I think this is the correct configuration.